what happened was true. The most bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America.
I'm a huge horror fanatic, and Leatherface just happens to be one of my favorite horror icons, and just like the Terminator T-800, the packaging on this is phenomenal. They have the original 1970s movie poster, Who Will Survive and What Will Be Left of Them, America's Most Bizarre and Brutal Crimes, the one and only, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What happened is true, now the motion picture, that's just as real. So, just from looking at this, I almost like the packaging as much as the figure. Even the little detail of the stitching of his face on the bottom is such a nice touch. So here's the back of the box. It's got some of the poses that you can do. This is probably one of my favorites, that classic scene. This is a tragic tale of 5 young friends who venture into rural Texas one hot afternoon and become victims in one of the most bizarre and brutal crimes in Travis County history. Many of them meet a horrific end at the hands of the murderous lunatic Leatherface in what comes to be known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, that's not how they talk, but I gave it a shot. Now, guys, if you're ready, I know I am. Here we are. This is... oh my god, it's missing a little figure. This is Leatherface. This packaging is fantastic. Now, I just want you guys to know I did take him out prior because it's such a pain to get all the twisties off in a video. It's very awkward, so I just figured I'd jump. But as you can see how unprofessional I am, one of his accessories fell. But let's just take a look at this right here. This is probably his most... well-known classic scene in cinema where he opens that shed door with all his trophies hanging behind him, and he's got the hammer to ready right here. Actually, is what I thought. This would have been more fitting. This looks amazing either way. He's got just enough blood on this apron, and believe it or not, this apron looks almost like a tablecloth. Would you say?
I would say it's a bit. It looks almost leather material.
Leather material?
Like a thick, like a little.
So yeah,
leather.
the packaging is fantastic. I'm gonna pop this guy open. Like I said, I already opened him just to get a head start. Of course, that's why they left the tape on. So guys, here we are. You ready for me to pull out? All right, just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. All right, guys. Guys, so here we are. This is Leatherface, the 40th anniversary Ultimate from NECA. You know what he has? He has that new smell. I'm gonna take him off camera and let her smell him. That is a freshly made toy right here. This just looks fantastic, guys. 25 points of articulation on him. He's got the swivel head. Oh, look at that. He's Exorcist. He's got a, feels like a rope. This feels like a,
pleather?
No, feel it. Feels like a...
oh, that's so weird.
Isn't that weird? It's a tablecloth fabric.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough blood on it, guys. Ooh, his arms are like a nice, soft rubber. This feels really good in my hands, guys. And we have his famous cowboy boots with the jeans, boots with the fur. It's got a little donkaroo going on right here. You could take this off. You could remove it. Take off his head.
Sure.
You could remove this, guys, and he can have a party in case he's done working. He can just shake it on the dance floor. So he looks like he's about to do the nay-nay, like he's about to whip it. You see that pose? Now watch me whip. Anyways, guys, let's get to the accessories. This looks amazing. I'm gonna start with one of my favorites. It's a frickin' meat cleaver, guys. This is a meat cleaver. Followed by, it looks like a homemade bone knife, in case he wants to shank you. Let's talk about this head. Now, personally, I would have loved to seen the woman head, but is this a woman or is this a fat man? I can't tell, but look at the stitching. You can see it on the sides, guys. This is an absolutely phenomenal figure right here. The detail on this is amazing. Even the head. Look at how good this is, guys. Next, we have this. This is actually probably my favorite. Oh, that was exciting. This is probably my favorite accessory right here. This is the meat hook that he hangs his victims on. right there, you know. Pretend my finger's a victim. Oh my god, there we go. Look at that shit right there. Next, we have the classic hammer, which looks like it's going to fit nicely in his hands. Bash the guy in the head in that famous look right here, guys. I'll definitely be taking some shots of him standing just like this with his hammer up in the air. And last but not least, what we've all been waiting for, the chainsaw itself. It's got a, oh, it's a soft rubber. That's nice. I can see the chainsaw breaking if you guys aren't too careful with it, the actual saw itself, but as far as this goes, this is a nice rubber material. Let me smell it off camera. I'm a freak that way. So guys, this is Leatherface, so I'm going to show you a couple shots of him. Alright guys, this is Leatherface's I'm gonna fucking murder you look right here. This is where he's creeping up on you. You go bam! You go bam! You go bam! You know, bam, bam! Right on the head. Right on the head. Hit the nail right on the head. Now this, after a long day of work, Leatherface likes to pop his head off because I think oh, this is a tight little fit. Oh, he likes to pop off that little, he likes to pop off that apron, I guess. Is it an apron? What do you call it? Is he cooking? Look, this is his business casual look. This is just him at the office looking to have a great time. He's like, yeah. He's like, you know what? Who needs this shit? I'm here to party. He brings his cleaver, lever to cleaver. You know what I'm saying? He's got his hammer. He's just drumming, doing drum solos all day, every day, just getting it. Check it out. Look it. Whip. Now watch me whip. Now watch me. You see that shit right there, guys? But you never seen a review like this. Guys, I know I'm acting like a clown, but this is by far one of the greatest figures I've seen. Let's just get a better look. Zoom in on his crotch if you can. Not much going on down there either. You know, a little articulation would have been nice. You know, that happens too. Now, what he lacks in his pants, he makes up in his chainsaw. Got a lot of inches on this baby. Nice, really nice looking. So what we're going to do, he can, I kind of want to get the, he has, alright guys, NECA, if you're watching this, I just want you guys to note, these nice open rubber hands definitely should have been put on the T-800 Terminator. Do you see how easy that went in? Now, instead of a lunch bucket, he walks with his chainsaw to work. After, you know, working 9 to 5. And I just look at how it, you know, look at shit! You know, he does stuff like that. Now, let's talk about the meat hook. I don't think in the movie he was running around with the meat hook, but I'd like my Leatherface to run around with the meat hook. He's hooked on a feeling, you know, if you know what I mean. Hooked on a feeling. Okay, now we have right here the bone knife that he made. Can you zoom in on this bad boy? This is a fun little accessory to have. Now, I don't know if I really remember Leatherface having this in the original, but you know what? The more accessories, the better. This is why we don't do first trial reviews, guys. Usually you want to be a little professional, but I'm just being raw. Now, this is Leatherface. This is where he breaks his arm. He falls down, and he's like, because correct me if I'm wrong, but Leatherface is retarded in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so maybe he's got like a deformity. He's like, you know, that's why everyone's so mad at him. But let's get to what matters. Son of a bitch, that's a hard head. Alright, let's put this one on. Ooh, get him. Oh, look at this fat dumb head he's got. You ever see someone's head and you're like, you have a dumb head? This is a dumb head. It's really fat. I mean, obviously it's not his face. Looks like it came from a heavier set. I think that's a guy. Guys, what are your opinions? Comment below if you think it's a man or a woman. Maybe it's a hermaphrodite. Who knows? Whatever it is, I accept it because it's 2015 and equality's what counts. So Leatherface, you are allowed to have dinner at my house. So this is his, let's talk about that hand position he's got going on there. That wasn't planned, but I kind of like it. This is Leatherface's, he's got a handful of meat. Flesh, meat and... You know what? That's inappropriate. Other than that, guys, his articulation, he can do the splits, he can bust a sweet move, he can whip that nay-nay like that. And he's got a hand jive. You can do the hand jive. And his head is just fucking all over the world. He's got a rubber tie. That's kind of nice. This is his business. He's just here to party. Just rock around the clock. You can twist him, do that, or he can... It's kind of like a puzzle. This is Leatherface. This is the ultimate Leatherface, and there's a reason. I give this figure a 10 out of 10. The articulation, even the figure smells nice. I know that's not really talked about in reviews, but I like the way he smells. He's got that fresh new smell to him. I'm smelling it right now, to be honest. This figure is phenomenal. When it comes to movie accurate, he's good. This is a 10 out of 10, guys. NECA, you outdone yourselves this time. This is by far my favorite figure. I can't wait to get them all posed up for a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Might have dragged on a bit, but you know what? I don't care, because I'm having a good time. So be sure to comment, subscribe. NECA, if you're watching this, okay? If you're watching this, this is for you. That's all for you. So you guys have a good night. Say bye. You know, also there's the ballerina Leatherface where he goes da 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 da. You know, he does the chainsaw, the dance at the end of the movie when he's like, ah! Oh, his apron's coming off because he's like a superhero now. He's super Leatherface. He's flying. And here's another fun fact: who remembers in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, I think it was, or where he's like doing a sexual chainsaw, and the chick in the shorts, her legs are open, and he's like, and he's like,